Hey, Leo, I had a funny thing happen yesterday.
Oh? Spill the beans. What happened?
Well, I was talking to a new friend, and they kept saying, "That's totally cringe."
Cringe? And you looked confused, right?
Absolutely confused. I thought, cringe? What does that even mean?
It's the worst feeling when you think you understand everything and then boom, slang hits you.
Exactly. It makes you feel like you haven't really learned anything at all.
That feeling, when you're studying hard, but real life conversations just sound completely different.
That's the relatable problem we're tackling today.
It totally is, because English isn't just about grammar rules.
It's about communication, and real communication is full of these unofficial words.
Hi, everyone. I'm Mia.
And I'm Leo. Oops, wait, I'm Mia.
See, even we mix things up sometimes. I'm Leo.
Welcome back to the English Blend.
Today, we are diving into something super practical, common English slang in daily talk.
We're talking about the words and phrases that native speakers actually use, not just the ones in your textbook.
Exactly. So grab your coffee and let's get started.
We hear this all the time from learners. I know the grammar, but I freeze up when people speak fast.
That's because formal grammar gives you accuracy, but slang and natural phrases give you fluency.
Ah, the classic distinction. Let's define that for our listeners.
Fluency is simply the ability to speak smoothly, quickly, and get your message across. It's about communication.
Yes, fluency is about getting your point across. That's the key phrase right there.
If you can make someone understand what you mean, you are fluent enough. You don't need perfection.
So if I say, yesterday I go shopping, that might be grammatically incorrect, low accuracy. But if you understand, I went shopping yesterday, I achieved fluency.
Precisely. The goal of language is connection, not a perfect score on a test.
And accuracy? That's about using the correct tenses, prepositions, and grammatical structures.
Accuracy is important, don't get us wrong, but prioritizing it too early can actually stop your progress.
It can become a mental block, right?
Totally. That leads us to the big discussion point. Why does focusing on grammar block your fluency?
I think many learners spend too much time checking their sentences internally before they speak.
Oh, the internal editor. I know that voice. It says, wait, is this simple past or present perfect?
And while you're calculating the grammar, the conversation has moved on and you've missed your chance to speak.
You hit a wall, that silence, that moment when you stop yourself from speaking. That's often grammar hesitation.
It makes you anxious about making mistakes, and anxiety is the enemy of smooth speaking.
We need to remember that native speakers make mistakes all the time. We use fragments, we interrupt ourselves.
We use slang that breaks all the formal rules.
Think about the difference between writing an academic essay and sending a fast text message to a friend.
The essay needs high accuracy. The text needs high fluency. You just want to communicate quickly.
When you are learning conversational English, you are aiming for that text message style initially.
You are aiming to just get the message out,
Exactly, and slang is part of that natural flow. It's linguistic shorthand.
Slang saves time. Instead of saying, that situation was so embarrassing, it made me feel very uncomfortable, we just say, that was so cringe.
Cringe. It's an emotional reaction condensed into one punchy word.
So let's talk about some specific slang examples that our listeners will hear daily.
Perfect. We want to give them tools to understand those fast, casual chats.
We talked about cringe. Cringe means something makes you feel awkward, embarrassed, or uncomfortable by proxy.
Like watching a bad performance where the actor doesn't know the words. That's cringe.
Or when your dad tries to use teenage slang. Super cringe.
Another big one, especially online, is no cap.
No cap. I love that one. It confuses so many people because it's not literal at all.
Cap here is slang for a lie or exaggeration. So no cap means no lie or I'm serious.
If I say, I studied English for 5 hours straight today, no cap, I mean, I really, truly did it.
You are emphasizing the truth of your statement.
It's a great way to sound more authentic and informal when you agree with someone, too.
Absolutely. And how about something simple that's used constantly, like chill?
Chill is super flexible. It can mean relaxing, or it can be a command to calm down.
If I ask, what are you doing this weekend? And you say, just chillin', you mean relaxing.
No big plans, just taking it easy.
But if someone is yelling, you might tell them, hey, you need to chill out. That means calm down.
It's all about context, you know? Slang is context dependent.
We should share a short story now to show how crucial understanding these cultural notes is.
Yes, a cultural note on misunderstanding slang.
I remember a student who came to the US and they heard people frequently using the phrase, what's up?
Classic informal greeting.
Right. But the student was taught that what's up means what is happening right now or what's wrong.
So they felt obligated to give a detailed report of their current emotional and physical state.
Exactly. They would launch into a monologue about their headache or their tough bus ride.
Meanwhile, the native speaker just wanted a simple, not much, you?
The cultural note here is that in the US, what's up is often just a replacement for hello. It doesn't require a real detailed answer.
It's a conversational opener, not a question requiring specific information. Understanding that difference is key to mastering daily talk. You don't need to describe your life story every time someone uses a filler greeting.
That story shows that sometimes even simple phrases, if used as slang or idiomatically, can lead to communication breakdown.
And when we hit those moments of misunderstanding, it can feel discouraging.
It can. You might feel like you've hit a wall in your learning journey.
But remember, that frustration is temporary. Misunderstandings are opportunities to learn.
If you realize you misunderstood a piece of slang, that's great. Now you know it, and you can add it to your vocabulary.
That brings us back to the core concept. Fluency is communication, not perfection.
Making mistakes with slang or grammar is not the end of the world. It's just part of the journey.
Let's talk about how our listeners can actively improve their fluency and absorb these natural phrases. We need practical, actionable steps.
Good idea. Let's focus on 3 to 5 strategies they can implement today.
Tip number 1, and this is crucial for absorbing slang and natural flow, massive listening.
Massive listening is all about quantity over quality initially.
Listen to everything. Podcasts, YouTube shows like ours, movies, TV, even background noise.
Don't pause every time you hear a word you don't know. Just let the sound and the rhythm wash over you.
You are teaching your brain the cadence of natural speech, and that includes where the slang fits.
If you hear cringe 50 times in different contexts, you will start to understand what it means, even without a dictionary definition.
That repetition builds intuition. Intuition is what helps you speak quickly without the internal grammar check.
Right. So, start your massive listening today. Put on an English language stream while you clean or commute.
Tip number 2, focus on chunks, not individual words.
This is a huge shift in learning philosophy. Stop translating word by word. Start focusing on phrases or chunks that go together. Slang is often just a chunk.
For example, instead of learning no, cap, and is, learn the whole chunk. No cap, that's wild.
Or the phrase we used earlier, spill the beans, that means tell me the secret. You learn those 3 words as one unit.
Learning in chunks helps you sound more natural instantly, because that's who native speakers store language. We don't build sentences from scratch every time.
We recall pre-built phrases. So, when you hear new slang, write down the whole phrase you heard it used in.
Don't just write down cringe. Write down that outfit is totally cringe.
That gives you the context and the structure. It's like downloading an app that already works instead of trying to code it yourself.
Tip number 3, addressing the grammar block, the 3-second rule.
Ooh, I love the 3-second rule. It's a great trick for overcoming hesitation.
When you are speaking in English and someone asks you a question, you have exactly 3 seconds to start your response.
If you wait longer than 3 seconds, your brain starts overthinking the grammar and you hit a wall.
It forces you to prioritize fluency over accuracy. Get something out, even if it's imperfect.
Even if it's just, I think, start speaking within 3 seconds.
Use fillers to buy yourself time if you need it. You know, like, right? Well, I mean,
Those are natural parts of conversation and they keep the communication flowing.
if you break the rule and stop yourself, you have to try again immediately. But the goal is to always start within 3 seconds.
It takes practice, but it trains your brain to prioritize communication.
We have time for a few more suggestions to help cement the learning.
Tip number 4, immersion through interaction.
You have to try using the slang you hear. Don't just listen passively. Find an English partner or even talk to yourself in the mirror. Practice saying, "No cap, that movie was sick."
Sick, by the way, is another common slang word, meaning awesome or very good.
Yes.
If you don't use it, you lose it. Active repetition is key.
And finally, tip number 5, accept imperfection.
This is the mindset shift. If you make a mistake, it is not the end of the world.
It's a sign that you are trying. That's a good thing.
The moment you stop worrying about the perfect tense and focus only on getting your point across, you become exponentially more fluent.
Native speakers will appreciate that you are trying to communicate, not that you have perfect subjunctive tense usage.
Exactly. So those 5 tips, massive listening, focus on chunks, the 3-second rule, immersion through interaction, and acceptance of imperfection.
Those are powerful tools for moving past that grammar hesitation block.
Let's quickly recap some of the phrases we covered today just to lock them in.
We defined fluency as communication and speed, and accuracy as grammatical perfection.
We talked about why focusing on high accuracy too early makes you hit a wall and block your fluency.
And we focused on the importance of understanding the intent, not just the literal meaning, especially with slang.
Slang words like cringe for awkwardness and no cap meaning no lie.
And the essential phrases we integrated: get your point across, which is the definition of fluency;
Hit a wall, which describes that frustrating feeling when you stop learning or communicating.
and reassuring yourself that it's not the end of the world when you make mistakes.
It really isn't. Every conversation is practice. Every piece of slang you pick up makes you sound more natural.
And that's our goal at the English Blend, to make your English sound natural, friendly, and real.
So listeners, try to incorporate one new piece of slang you heard today into your conversations, or at least your internal monologue.
Challenge yourself to speak within that 3-second window, even if the result is a little messy.
Fluency happens when you communicate, not when you calculate.
That was a great talk.
Yes, and next time we're going to dive into the most confusing English prepositions. Get ready for some deep analysis.
We hope you enjoyed this episode of the English Blend.
Yes, see you in the next episode of the English Blend.